Today on Redneck Ramblings, we have viewer comments. Stay tuned. Welcome. A couple weeks ago, I posted a video asking my viewers, what was your favorite beer? What is your favorite beer? And we have some comments. Let's go over them today. So first off, this is a good beer. This is not my favorite beer. And if you're watching my videos, you will have already seen a review of this beer. I don't call them reviews. I'm not a reviewer. I call it a tasting because I drink it. I'm not reviewing it. Oh yeah. As it warms up, flavor's popping right out of there. Anyway, I have 3 comments here that 3 channels opted to leave a comment on my video, let me know their favorite beer. The first one was Hops and Lead. Of course, my favorite was one that was only produced once about 4 years ago. An IPA by Rough Tail made with fruitcake and spices. It was called Happy Hella Haze. It wasn't like an IPA at all, but it was sure amazing. Found one in a friend's fridge almost a year later, and it was still amazing. I've seen, I'm pretty sure I've seen Captain Dick Niles do a review of that beer before. If I ever see it, I'll pick one up, but sounds like it was a very limited release and probably not available anymore. But I will leave a link to Hops and Lead down below. If you want to watch a couple guys have more fun doing beer reviews than any redneck should ever be allowed to have, you need to go check out their channel. Those guys have a blast. I don't know if they call them beer reviews that they do or beer samplings, beer tastings, whatever they are. They have a blast doing them. And if you hear paper, it's because, yes, I have a cheat sheet. I had to print these so I could actually remember what they were because, you know, memory's not that good. Number 2, my second comment was from Mason Jar Mafia. Those guys, right there. Of course, now we're like 220 subs, something like that, but Mason Jar Mafia. Sierra Nevada is my go-to. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. I'm right there with you. I know that this is not the best beer I've had. I know that this is a very, very, very good beer. And that I will snag some more of it before it goes away. Best one I've had? No. Not the best one I've had. You're going to see that one here in a minute. Mason Jar Mafia, I do contribute to that channel. I am one of the Crazy 8, and I'll leave a link to the channel down below. Go check them out. We do all kinds of stuff. I'll just put it that way. We make stuff, we talk about stuff, and we show stuff. How about that? Third comment was from Tomcat. Over the last 40 years, one clear winner, Heineken. I also like Ad Astra Ale from Free State Brewery. Thanks, Tom. I've had Heineken. I've had lots of Heineken before. One of the selling points for me for buying Heineken was the fact that they had a really cool can that actually looked like a miniature keg. I think it was a 40-ounce can, but it looked like a miniature keg. I like that. I like that. Of course, as I've mentioned before, stouts are my favorite. What, might you ask, is Redneck's favorite beer at the moment? For the time, right now, Dragon's Milk. I love this stuff. 11% ABV. Man, this stuff is just really good. Let me finish this one off here real quick. So chocolatey. So good. Let it warm up a little bit. Not room temperature. God, no. Stouts are not meant to be drank at room temperature. But you let them warm up and those dark malts really start to shine. Dragon's Milk. That is my favorite beer. It's also really hard to get around here. For some reason, liquor stores, gas stations, they tend to cater around here to the Bud Light and Miller crowd. But this right here, this is liquid gold. 11%. This is a bourbon barrel aged stout. So they get the little bit of the flavor from the bourbon barrel in there. And you can see it on the very bottom right there, bourbon barrel aged. Really, really good. There's the back of the label. If by chance you want to read it, you can pause it right there. Dragonsmilk.com, if you want to go check them out. They have a couple different products, which ironically, it seems like they actually also produce a bourbon. So it would make sense that they produce a bourbon because they need the barrels to age this. So, let's try this. And by the way, if you're watching my channel, you would have seen a review of this come up right before this video. So if you're watching it, if you watch my channel, you already know what I think about it. But man, it's a dark beer. I'm not going to give it all away here. It's cold. You just get that citrusy, sweet, super sweet flavor from the bourbon barrels. Man, that stuff is good. It's one of the things about the bourbon barrels, the white oak. They give off a sweet caramel type flavor, and as the sugars come out of that oak, they char them so the sugars come out of the oak, and man, it is good. But that's my favorite. Thank you to everyone that participated. Hops and Lead, Mason Jar Mafia, Tomcat. Links to the channels are down below. Tomcat does produce videos on his own. He is not only a part of the Mason Jar Mafia, Tomcat actually produces videos on his own. So he has some hunting stuff, I believe, out there. And I think he's working on some more hunting stuff at the moment. But once Kansas gets out from underneath the snow. Kind of bad weather right now, but it is what it is. Enjoy them if you got them. Thank you. Have a good night.